What is a VLAN?
3, 2, 1, 0.
A VLAN, Virtual Local Area Network, enables logical segmentation of a network into different broadcast domains. What is STP?
3, 2, 1, 0.
STP, Spanning Tree Protocol, prevents loops in network topology by creating a loop-free logical structure. Difference between TCP and UDP?
3, 2, 1, 0.
TCP is reliable and connection-oriented, while UDP is connectionless and faster but less reliable. Explain subnetting.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Subnetting divides a larger network into smaller subnetworks to enhance efficiency and management of IP addresses. What is BGP?
3, 2, 1, 0.
BGP, Border Gateway Protocol, manages routing between autonomous systems on the Internet. How does NAT work?
3, 2, 1, 0.
NAT, Network Address Translation, maps private IP addresses to a public IP, allowing devices on private networks to access the Internet. What is OSPF?
3, 2, 1, 0.
OSPF, Open Shortest Path First, is a link state routing protocol that determines the best path through a network using the Dijkstra algorithm. Difference between a switch and a router?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Switches operate at layer 2, routing frames based on MAC addresses, while routers operate at layer 3, routing packets based on IP addresses. What is COS?
3, 2, 1, 0.
COS, Quality of Service, optimizes the performance of network traffic by prioritizing certain types of traffic like voice or video. Explain public and private IP addresses.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Public IPs are globally unique and routable on the Internet, while private IPs are for internal network use and cannot be routed externally. What causes network latency?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Latency can result from bandwidth congestion, high distance between nodes, packet loss, or inefficient routing. What is DHCP?
3, 2, 1, 0.
DHCP, Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol, dynamically assigns IP addresses and other network configurations to devices. What are ACLs?
3, 2, 1, 0.
ACLs, Access Control Lists, are filters in routers and firewalls that control network traffic based on criteria like IP address or port number. Define network redundancy.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Network redundancy involves the use of backup pathways or devices to prevent network failure, such as redundant routers or links. What is MPLS?
3, 2, 1, 0.
MPLS, Multi-Protocol Label Switching. Accelerates network traffic by using short path labels for forwarding decisions instead of complex lookups. How does VPN work?
3, 2, 1, 0.
VPN, Virtual Private Network, creates a secure, encrypted tunnel over the public internet for private communication. And what is a firewall?
3, 2, 1, 0.
A firewall is a security system that monitors and controls incoming and outgoing network traffic based on security rules. Explain the function of a load balancer.
3, 2, 1, 0.
A load balancer distributes network or application traffic across multiple servers, enhancing performance and availability. The difference between IPv4 and IPv6?
3, 2, 1, 0.
IPv4 uses 32-bit addresses while IPv6 uses 128-bit addresses, allowing for a significantly larger pool of addresses and enhanced security. How do you troubleshoot network connectivity issues?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Check physical connections. Verify IP configuration. Use ping, traceroute. Inspect router, switch logs, and analyze routing tables. What is a default gateway?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The default gateway is the IP address of a router that a device sends traffic to when the destination is outside its local subnet. Explain ARP.
3, 2, 1, 0.
ARP, Address Resolution Protocol, translates IP addresses into MAC addresses so that data can be transmitted over a local network. What is the difference between hub, switch, and router?
3, 2, 1, 0.
A hub broadcasts data to all devices. A switch sends data to specific devices based on MAC, and a router forwards data between networks. What is a broadcast domain?
3, 2, 1, 0.
A broadcast domain is a network segment where if one device sends a broadcast frame, all devices on the same network receive it. What is a collision domain?
3, 2, 1, 0.
A collision domain is a network segment where data packets can collide with one another. Common in older Ethernet setups like hubs. How does SNMP work?
3, 2, 1, 0.
SNMP, Simple Network Management Protocol, is used for managing devices on IP networks, such as routers and switches, by gathering device data. What is port security?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Port security allows you to control which devices are allowed to send traffic on a switch port by limiting MAC addresses. How do you configure an Ether channel?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ether channel bundles multiple physical links into a single logical link to provide redundancy and increased bandwidth. What are different types of VLANs?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Types of VLANs include default VLAN, data VLAN, voice VLAN, and management VLAN. each serving different purposes in network segmentation. Explain DNS.
3, 2, 1, 0.
DNS, Domain Name System, resolves domain names into IP addresses, allowing devices to locate websites and services on the Internet. What is trunking?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Trunking allows VLAN traffic to be carried across a single network link between two devices, often using protocols like IEEE 802.1q. What is HSRP?
3, 2, 1, 0.
HSRP, Hot Standby Router Protocol, provides network redundancy by allowing multiple routers to share the same virtual IP address, with one router acting as a backup. How does a DHCP relay agent work?
3, 2, 1, 0.
A DHCP relay agent forwards DHCP requests from clients in different subnets to a DHCP server, ensuring clients receive IP addresses. What is a DMZ in networking?
3, 2, 1, 0.
A DMZ, Demilitarized Zone, is a network area that sits between an internal network and external networks like the Internet, providing an additional layer of security. What is a routing table?
3, 2, 1, 0.
A routing table is a data table in routers that lists the routes to specific network destinations, containing information about the next hop, metric, and path. Define link state and distance vector routing protocols.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Link state protocols, e.g., OSPF, calculate the shortest path using the complete network topology, while distance vector protocols, e.g., RIP, use distance to the destination. What is EIGRP?
3, 2, 1, 0.
EIGRP, Enhanced Interior Gateway Routing Protocol, is a Cisco proprietary advanced distance vector protocol that uses metrics like bandwidth and delay to calculate the best path. How does a proxy server work?
3, 2, 1, 0.
A proxy server, ACTS, is an intermediary between client and server, forwarding requests and responses while potentially providing caching, content filtering, or privacy. What is a multicast in networking?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Multicast is the delivery of information to a group of destinations simultaneously, often used for streaming media and video conferencing. What is CDP?
3, 2, 1, 0.
CDP, Cisco Discovery Protocol, is a Layer 2 protocol used by Cisco devices to discover information about directly connected devices. What is GRE tunneling?
3, 2, 1, 0.
GRE, Generic Routing Encapsulation, allows the encapsulation of a wide variety of network layer protocols, creating a tunnel between 2 points. Explain the concept of DHCP lease time.
3, 2, 1, 0.
DHCP lease time is the duration for which a DHCP server grants an IP address to a client, after which the lease needs to be renewed. What is a MAC address table?
3, 2, 1, 0.
A MAC address table is stored in a switch and maps each MAC address to the corresponding port on which it was learned, helping direct traffic. What is a route summarization?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Route summarization is the process of consolidating multiple routes into a single route. Advertisement to simplify routing tables. What is VRRP?
3, 2, 1, 0.
VRRP, Virtual Router Redundancy Protocol, provides automatic assignment of available routers to hosts to achieve high availability and failover. Explain the difference between RIP and OSPF.
3, 2, 1, 0.
RIP is a distance vector protocol using hop count as a metric, while OSPF is a link state protocol that considers the entire network topology for best path calculation. What is LACP?
3, 2, 1, 0.
LACP, Link Aggregation Control Protocol, is used to combine multiple physical links into a single logical link for redundancy and load balancing. What is a broadcast storm?
3, 2, 1, 0.
A broadcast storm occurs when there is an overwhelming amount of broadcast traffic on the network, often due to a loop, degrading performance. How does IPv6 address auto-configuration work?
3, 2, 1, 0.
IPv6 auto-configuration allows a device to automatically generate its own IPv6 address based on the network prefix and its MAC address using the stateless address auto-configuration (SLAAC) process. What is a floating static route?
3, 2, 1, 0.
A floating static route is a backup route with a higher administrative distance that only becomes active when the primary route fails. What is TACACS+?
3, 2, 1, 0.
TACACS+, Terminal Access Controller Access Control System Plus, is a Cisco protocol that provides centralized authentication, authorization, and accounting for network devices. What is a loopback interface?
3, 2, 1, 0.
A loopback interface is a virtual network interface used for testing and management purposes, often used to represent the device itself. Explain the use of EIGRP in networking.
3, 2, 1, 0.
EIGRP, Internet Group Management Protocol, is used to manage multicast group memberships on a local network, allowing routers to track which devices are interested in receiving multicast traffic. What is a DMVPN?
3, 2, 1, 0.
DMVPN, Dynamic Multipoint VPN, allows for dynamic VPN tunnels between remote sites, reducing the need for static VPN configurations. What is split horizon in networking?
3,
split horizon is a technique used to prevent routing loops by prohibiting a router from advertising a route back onto the interface from which it was learned. What are jumbo frames?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Jumbo frames are Ethernet frames with a payload larger than the standard 1500 bytes. Typically used in high-performance networks to reduce overhead. What is 802.1x?
3, 2, 1, 0.
802.1x is a network access control protocol used to provide authentication to devices attempting to connect to a network, often used in combination with radius servers. Explain the three-way handshake in TCP.
3, 2, 1, 0.
The TCP three-way handshake establishes a reliable connection between two hosts using the SYN/ACK and ACK messages to synchronize sequence numbers. What is an AS, autonomous system?
3, 2, 1, 0.
An AS is a collection of IP networks and routers under the control of a single organization that presents a common routing policy to the Internet. How does ECMP, equal cost multipath, routing work?
3, 2, 1, 0.
ECMP allows for multiple paths to a destination that have equal cost, enabling load balancing and redundancy across the network. What is a firewall DMZ zone?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The DMZ zone in a firewall is a separate network area that isolates external-facing services from the internal network to improve security. Explain VRF, virtual routing and forwarding.
3, 2, 1, 0.
VRF allows for multiple instances of a routing table to exist on the same router, enabling traffic segmentation and isolation between networks. What is BPDU guard?
3, 2, 1, 0.
BPDU guard is a feature that protects against BPDU, Bridge Protocol Data Unit, attacks by disabling a port if BPDUs are received on a port that should not be receiving them. What is a GRE tunnel?
3, 2, 1, 0.
AGRE, generic routing encapsulation. Tunnel encapsulates layer 3 traffic over an IP network, allowing communication between remote networks over public infrastructure. How does traffic shaping work?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Traffic shaping regulates network traffic by delaying packets to smooth out bursts and ensure that traffic stays within defined bandwidth limits. What is a sticky MAC address?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Sticky MAC addresses are dynamically learned by a switch port and saved in the configuration, providing a level of port security. How does policy-based routing work?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Policy-based routing, PBR, allows you to make routing decisions based on policies such as source address, destination address, or traffic type, rather than just destination IP. Explain route poisoning.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Route poisoning is a technique used in distance vector routing protocols to prevent routing loops by marking a failed route with an infinite metric. What is MTU and how does it impact network performance?
3, 2, 1, 0.
MTU, Maximum Transmission Unit, is the largest packet size that can be transmitted over a network. A mismatch can lead to fragmentation, affecting performance. How does port fast work?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Port fast is a feature that allows a switch port to skip the usual spanning tree listening and learning states, immediately transitioning to the forwarding state, reducing delay. What is a route bridge in STP?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The route bridge in STP is the switch with the lowest bridge ID, which acts as a reference point for all other switches in the network to calculate the shortest path. What is IPSLA?
3, 2, 1, 0.
IPSLA, Service Level Agreement, is a Cisco feature that allows you to measure network performance such as latency, jitter, and packet loss between devices. Explain AAA in network security.
3, 2, 1, 0.
AAA, authentication, authorization, and accounting, is a framework used to control access to resources, verify identity, enforce policies, and log usage details. How does port mirroring, SPAN, work?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Port mirroring, or SPAN, Switched Port Analyzer, allows a copy of network traffic from one or more switch ports to be sent to a network monitoring device for analysis. What is IS?
3, 2, 1, 0.
IS, Intermediate System to Intermediate System, is a link state routing protocol used to move information efficiently within a network. Similar to OSPF but less common. How does an access port differ from a trunk port?
3, 2, 1, 0.
An access port carries traffic for a single VLAN, while a trunk port carries traffic for multiple VLANs, tagging each frame with a VLAN identifier. What is a COS, class of service, tag in Ethernet?
3, 2, 1, 0.
COS is a field in the Ethernet header used to differentiate and prioritize traffic in a network, often used in conjunction with VLAN tagging. Explain MPLS labels.
3, 2, 1, 0.
MPLS labels are short, fixed-length identifiers added to packets to route them across an MPLS network based on predefined paths rather than IP addresses. What is the difference between control plane and data plane?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The control plane is responsible for network routing and decision-making, while the data plane forwards packets based on those decisions. What is a supernet?
3, 2, 1, 0.
A supernet, or CIDR block, is a large network created by combining multiple smaller networks. often used in IP route summarization. How does EAP work in network authentication?
3, 2, 1, 0.
EAP, Extensible Authentication Protocol, is a framework used for transporting authentication information between clients and servers. Commonly used in wireless networks. What is Anycast?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Anycast is a networking technique in which multiple servers share the same IP address, and the network routes clients to the nearest or best performing server. What is Radius?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Radius, Remote Authentication Dial-in User Service, is a protocol that provides centralized authentication, authorization, and accounting (AAA) services for users connecting to a network. Explain the concept of next hop in routing.
3, 2, 1, 0.
The next hop is the IP address of the next router that a packet should be forwarded to on its way to its destination. What is the purpose of route redistribution?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Route redistribution allows different routing protocols, e.g., OSPF, EIGRP, to exchange routing information, making a network with mixed protocols interoperable. What is an SVI, Switch Virtual Interface?
3, 2, 1, 0.
An SVI is a virtual interface on a switch that allows Layer 3 routing between VLANs. It is associated with a specific VLAN for IP communication. What is dual in EIGRP?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Dual diffusing update algorithm is the EIGRP's algorithm for ensuring loop-free and optimal path selection. How do you prevent a VLAN hopping attack?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Disable unused ports, enable port security, and ensure proper configuration of trunking and VLAN tagging protocols. Explain the term convergence in networking.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Convergence refers to the process where all routers have a consistent view of the network topology. After changes, such as a link failure. What is a point-to-point link?
3, 2, 1, 0.
A point-to-point link is a direct connection between two network nodes, typically used in WAN links or between routers. What is VTP?
3, 2, 1, 0.
VTP, VLAN Trunking Protocol, is a Cisco protocol that propagates VLAN information across switches in a network, simplifying VLAN management. What is a firewall stateful inspection?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Stateful inspection monitors the state of active connections and makes decisions based on the state and context of the traffic. What is DHCP snooping?
3, 2, 1, 0.
DHCP snooping is a security feature that prevents unauthorized DHCP servers from assigning IP addresses to clients, protecting the network from rogue devices. What is LSA in OSPF?
3, 2, 1, 0.
LSA, Link State Advertisement, is a packet used by OSPF to communicate information about the network topology to other routers. What is the significance of the TTL field in an IP packet?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The TTL, time to live, field limits the lifespan of a packet, preventing it from circulating indefinitely in the network. What is PO and how does it work?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Power over Ethernet. PO allows electrical power to be passed along with data over Ethernet cables, eliminating the need for separate power supplies for network devices like IP phones and cameras. What is route flapping, and how can it be prevented?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Route flapping occurs when a route becomes unavailable and then quickly becomes available again, repeatedly. It can be mitigated with route dampening techniques. Explain the difference between a soft reset and a hard reset in BGP.
3, 2, 1, 0.
A soft reset in BGP reconfigures the routing tables without tearing down established sessions, while a hard reset tears down the session and re-establishes it. What is the function of the HSRP, Hot Standby Router Protocol?
3, 2, 1, 0.
HSRP is used to provide redundancy between routers, allowing a backup router to take over if the primary router fails. What is the difference between static and dynamic routing?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Static routing requires manual configuration of routes, while dynamic routing uses protocols like OSPF or EIGRP to automatically calculate the best paths. What is meant by asymmetric routing?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Asymmetric routing occurs when the return path for network traffic differs from the forward path, which can cause issues with firewalls and stateful devices. What is IPv6 Neighbor Discovery Protocol, NDP?
3, 2, 1, 0.
NDP replaces ARP in IPv6 and is used for neighbor discovery, router discovery, and address auto-configuration. How do you enable SSH on a Cisco router?
3, 2, 1, 0.
SSH is enabled by configuring the domain name, generating RSA keys, and setting up user authentication. Explain the term black hole in networking.
3, 2, 1, 0.
A black hole refers to a network route that silently drops incoming traffic, typically caused by misconfigured routing or security policies. What is BFD? Bidirectional forwarding detection.
3, 2, 1, 0.
BFD is a fast failure detection protocol that monitors links between devices to detect network failures in milliseconds. How does a layer 2 switch forward frames?
3, 2, 1, 0.
A layer 2 switch forwards frames based on MAC address tables, sending traffic only to the appropriate port for the destination MAC address. What is the difference between broadcast and multicast?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Broadcast sends data to all devices in a network segment, while multicast sends data only to specific devices that have joined a multicast group. How does DHCP relay work?
3, 2, 1, 0.
DHCP relay allows a router to forward DHCP requests from clients in one network to a DHCP server located in another network. What is ARP poisoning, and how can it be mitigated?
3, 2, 1, 0.
ARP poisoning is an attack where an attacker sends falsified ARP messages to associate their MAC address with a legitimate IP address, allowing them to intercept traffic. It can be mitigated by enabling dynamic ARP inspection. DI. What is IPsec?
3, 2, 1, 0.
IPsec is a suite of protocols used to secure IP communications by authenticating and encrypting each IP packet in a communication session. What is FHRP? First hop redundancy protocol.
3, 2, 1, 0.
FHRP is a family of protocols like HSRP, VRRP, and GLBP that provide failover for the first hop in a network. What is port security?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Port security is a switch feature that restricts input to an interface by limiting and identifying MAC addresses of the devices allowed to access the port. How does root reflector work in BGP?
3, 2, 1, 0.
A root reflector allows BGP routers to reduce the number of peer connections by reflecting routes between clients, reducing the complexity of full mesh BGP topologies. What is an EVC? Ethernet Virtual Circuit.
3, 2, 1, 0.
An EVC is a point-to-point or point-to-multipoint Layer 2 service over a service provider's network, often used in Metro Ethernet services. What is an FIB? Forwarding Information Base.
3, 2, 1, 0.
The FIB is a table used by routers and switches to forward packets, containing the best routes and next hop information derived from the routing table. Explain the use of TAC-ACS plus versus radius.
3, 2, 1, 0.
TAC-ACS plus provides full encryption of communication between the client and server and is often used for device management, while radius encrypts only the password and is used for user authentication. What is a VPN concentrator?
3, 2, 1, 0.
A VPN concentrator is a device that aggregates multiple VPN connections, managing secure communications for remote users. How does MSTP, Multiple Spanning Tree Protocol, work?
3, 2, 1, 0.
MSTP allows multiple VLANs to be mapped to a single spanning tree instance, reducing the overhead of running separate STP instances for each VLAN. What is frame tagging?
3, 2, 1,
Frame tagging is the process of adding VLAN identification to Ethernet frames as they traverse trunk links, allowing VLAN information to be carried between switches. What is Ether channel?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ether channel is a technology that bundles multiple physical Ethernet links into a single logical link to increase bandwidth and provide redundancy. How does PIM, protocol independent multicast, work?
3, 2, 1, 0.
PIM is a multicast routing protocol that operates independently of any specific unicast routing protocol, forwarding multicast traffic from source to receivers. What is MPLS traffic engineering?
3, 2, 1, 0.
MPLS traffic engineering enables network operators to control the path that traffic takes across the network, optimizing resource utilization and preventing congestion. What is network segmentation?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Network segmentation divides a larger network into smaller segments to improve performance, security, and manageability. What is a dual-homed network?
3, 2, 1, 0.
A dual-homed network has two independent connections to a service provider or two different service providers for redundancy and load balancing. What is meant by tunneling in networking?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Tunneling is the practice of encapsulating one network protocol within another protocol, enabling the transport of packets across incompatible networks. How do you mitigate VLAN hopping attacks?
3, 2, 1, 0.
VLAN hopping can be mitigated by disabling auto-trunking and using proper VLAN tagging and access control lists (ACLs) to restrict VLAN access. What is a NAT pool?
3, 2, 1, 0.
A NAT pool is a range of IP addresses used by a router or firewall for network address translation, allowing multiple private IPs to be translated to a range of public IPs. What is VSS, virtual switching system?
3, 2, 1, 0.
VSS is a technology that combines two physical Cisco switches into a single logical switch for redundancy, scalability, and simplified management. Explain SD-WAN.
3, 2, 1, 0.
SD-WAN, Software-Defined Wide Area Network, is a technology that uses software to intelligently control the flow of traffic across a WAN, optimizing performance and cost. What is VXLAN?
3, 2, 1, 0.
VXLAN, Virtual Extensible LAN, is a network virtualization technology that enables the creation of Layer 2 networks over Layer 3 infrastructure, providing scalability for cloud environments. How does LISP, Locator, ID Separation Protocol, work?
3, 2, 1, 0.
LISP separates IP addresses into two namespaces, one for endpoint identifiers, EIDs, and another for routing locators, RLOCs, improving scalability and mobility in networks. What is FCOE? Fiber channel over Ethernet.
3, 2, 1, 0.
FCOE is a protocol that encapsulates fiber channel frames over Ethernet networks, allowing storage traffic to share the same infrastructure as data traffic. What is a VPC? Virtual port channel.
3, 2, 1, 0.
VPC allows two switches to act as a single logical switch, providing redundancy and load balancing for connected devices. Explain the concept of COS, quality of service.
3, 2, 1, 0.
COS is a set of technologies used to manage bandwidth, reduce latency, and prioritize certain types of traffic in a network to ensure optimal performance. What is a GRE tunnel?
3, 2, 1, 0.
AGRE, generic routing encapsulation. Tunnel allows encapsulation of a wide variety of network layer protocols, enabling point-to-point connections across diverse networks. What is the use of a honeypot in network security?
3, 2, 1, 0.
A honeypot is a decoy system designed to attract attackers, allowing administrators to study attack patterns and improve defenses. What is a DMZ in network security?
3, 2, 1, 0.
A DMZ, demilitarized zone, is a network segment that acts as a buffer between a trusted internal network and an untrusted external network, such as the Internet. What is route summarization, and why is it important?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Route summarization reduces the number of routes advertised by combining multiple IP addresses into a single summary route, reducing routing table size and improving efficiency. How does LACP, Link Aggregation Control Protocol, work?
3, 2, 1, 0.
LACP dynamically groups multiple physical Ethernet links into a single logical link, providing redundancy and increasing bandwidth between switches. What is an autonomous system, AS, in networking?
3, 2, 1, 0.
An AS is a collection of IP networks and routers under the control of a single organization that presents a common routing policy to the Internet. What is the difference between a firewall and an intrusion prevention system, IPS?
3, 2, 1, 0.
A firewall controls traffic based on defined security rules, while an IPS detects and blocks network attacks by analyzing traffic in real time. What is MPLS, multi-protocol label switching?
3, 2, 1, 0.
MPLS is a technique used to forward packets based on labels rather than IP addresses, allowing faster and more efficient routing decisions. How does a multicast router know which hosts want to receive multicast traffic?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The router uses EIGRP, Internet Group Management Protocol, to manage host memberships in multicast groups. What is the OSPF cost metric?
3, 2, 1, 0.
OSPF uses a cost metric, calculated as 100 megabits per second divided by the bandwidth of the link, to determine the best path to a destination. What is the purpose of a Cisco WLC, wireless LAN controller?
3, 2, 1, 0.
A WLC centralizes the management of wireless access points, APs, providing control over configurations, security, and monitoring. What is a control plane in networking?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The control plane is responsible for network routing and signaling protocols, managing the forwarding table and making decisions about where to send packets. What is split horizon in routing?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Split horizon is a technique that prevents routing loops by prohibiting a router from advertising a route back out the same interface from which it was learned. How does EIGRP unequal cost load balancing work?
3, 2, 1, 0.
EIGRP allows traffic to be split across multiple paths at different costs, using the variance command to control how much traffic is sent over higher cost routes. What is an RFC? Request for comments.
3, 2, 1, 0.
An RFC is a formal document drafted by the IETF that specifies the standards and protocols for the Internet and networking. What is STP route bridge?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The route bridge is the central reference point in the spanning tree protocol, and all non-route bridges calculate paths to this route. What is MTU, maximum transmission unit, in networking?
3, 2, 1, 0.
MTU defines the largest packet size that can be transmitted over a network medium without fragmentation. What is VACL? VLAN access control list.
3, 2, 1, 0.
VACLs are used to filter traffic within VLANs by applying access control policies at the Layer 2 level. How does a GRE tunnel differ from an IPsec tunnel?
3, 2, 1, 0.
A GRE tunnel encapsulates any Layer 3 protocol and does not provide encryption, while IPsec tunnels provide encryption and security for IP packets. What is a MAC address table?
3, 2, 1, 0.
A MAC address table maps MAC addresses to specific ports on a switch, allowing frames to be forwarded to the correct destination. What is the difference between IPv4 and IPv6?
3, 2, 1, 0.
IPv4 uses 32-bit addresses and has limited address space, while IPv6 uses 128-bit addresses, providing a vastly larger address space and additional features like auto-configuration. How does BGP determine the best path?
3, 2, 1, 0.
BGP uses attributes like AS path, weight, local preference, MED, multi-exit discriminator, and next hop to select the best path. What is SNMP? Simple Network Management Protocol.
3, 2, 1, 0.
SNMP is a protocol used to monitor and manage network devices, gathering data on device performance, health, and configuration. What is port mirroring, and how is it used?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Port mirroring copies network traffic from one or more switch ports to a monitoring device for analysis. Commonly used for network troubleshooting and intrusion detection. What is the function of BGP route aggregation?
3, 2, 1, 0.
BGP route aggregation reduces the number of routes advertised by combining several smaller routes into a single larger one, conserving router memory and processing. What is a floating static route?
3, 2, 1, 0.
A floating static route is a backup static route with a higher administrative distance than the primary route, activated only when the primary route fails. What is a spine leaf architecture?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Spine leaf is a data center network architecture where leaf switches connect to spine switches, providing consistent, low-latency paths between any two endpoints. What is an edge router?
3, 2, 1, 0.
An edge router connects an internal network to external networks, such as the Internet, and handles traffic between the two. What is VRF? Virtual routing and forwarding.
3, 2, 1, 0.
VRF allows multiple instances of a routing table to coexist on the same router, enabling network segmentation and isolation. What is jumbo frame support in networking?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Jumbo frames are Ethernet frames with a payload larger than the standard 1,500 bytes, commonly used in data centers to improve network efficiency. What is a hypervisor?
3, 2, 1, 0.
A hypervisor is software that creates and runs virtual machines, allowing multiple OS environments to share the same physical hardware. What is meant by network latency?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Latency refers to the time it takes for a data packet to travel from the source to the destination, typically measured in milliseconds. Ms. How does a content switch work?
3, 2, 1, 0.
A content switch, or load balancer, directs network traffic to different servers based on predefined rules, optimizing resource use and improving application performance. What is the difference between NAT and PAT?
3, 2, 1, 0.
NAT, Network Address Translation, translates a single private IP to a public IP, while PAT, Port Address Translation, translates multiple private IPs to a single public IP using different ports. What is OSPF stub area?
3, 2, 1, 0.
An OSPF stub area is a special type of area that blocks external routes from being advertised into the area. reducing the size of the OSPF database. What is a supernet?
3, 2, 1, 0.
A supernet is a network that combines multiple IP networks, subnets, into a larger one, often for the purpose of route aggregation. What is a proxy ARP?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Proxy ARP allows a router to respond to ARP requests on behalf of another device, typically used to enable communication between different subnets without a default gateway. What is PBR? Policy-based routing.
3, 2, 1, 0.
PBR allows traffic to be routed based on user-defined policies, such as source address or application type, rather than the destination address. What is MACsec?
3, 2, 1, 0.
MACsec, Media Access Control Security, provides Layer 2 encryption to secure communication between devices on a local network, ensuring data integrity and confidentiality. What is BGP Confederation?
3, 2, 1, 0.
BGP Confederation reduces the number of IBGP connections by dividing INAs into smaller, manageable sub-ASs, each with its own BGP configuration. What is the use of a reverse proxy?
3, 2, 1, 0.
A reverse proxy sits between users and back-end servers, forwarding client requests to the appropriate server and providing load balancing, security, and caching. What is an ACL? Access Control List.
3, 2, 1, 0.
An ACL is a set of rules applied to network traffic to permit or deny data packets based on source and destination IP addresses, ports, and protocols. What is DNS load balancing?
3, 2, 1, 0.
DNS load balancing distributes incoming client requests to multiple servers by rotating through a list of IP addresses associated with a single domain name. What is OSPF LSA Type 1?
3, 2, 1, 0.
LSA Type 1. Router LSA in OSPF describes the state of a router's interfaces within an area, including links and costs. What is COP? Control Plane Policing.
3, 2, 1, 0.
COP is a feature that protects the control plane of a router or switch by limiting the rate of control plane traffic, preventing CPU overload from DOS attacks. What is the difference between RIP and OSPF?
3, 2, 1, 0.
RIP is a distance vector protocol that uses hop count as a metric, while OSPF is a link state protocol that uses a more complex cost metric based on bandwidth. What is a shadow VPN?
3, 2, 1, 0.
A shadow VPN is an unauthorized VPN set up within a network, typically without its knowledge, which can pose security risks. What is a Layer 3 switch?
3, 2, 1, 0.
A Layer 3 switch combines the capabilities of a traditional switch with routing functions. allowing it to forward traffic between different subnets or VLANs. What is NetFlow?
3, 2, 1, 0.
NetFlow is a protocol developed by Cisco for collecting IP traffic information, enabling network administrators to monitor network performance and traffic patterns. How does OSPF Dr. BDR election work?
3, 2, 1, 0.
OSPF elects a designated router, DR, and a backup designated router, BDR, to reduce the number of adjacencies and OSPF database exchanges in broadcast networks. What is DHCP snooping?
3, 2, 1, 0.
DHCP snooping is a security feature that filters untrusted DHCP messages and prevents unauthorized DHCP servers from assigning IP addresses to clients. What is NAT traversal?
3, 2, 1, 0.
NAT traversal allows IPsec VPNs to pass through a device performing NAT, enabling encrypted traffic to bypass the usual limitations imposed by NAT. What is HSRP preemption?
3, 2, 1, 0.
HSRP preemption allows a higher priority router to take over as the active router in an HSRP group when it comes back online after a failure. What is an IPSLA?
3, 2, 1, 0.
IPSLA, Service Level Agreement, is a feature that monitors network performance, measuring parameters like latency, jitter, and packet loss to ensure costs. What is DMVPN, Dynamic Multipoint VPN?
3, 2, 1, 0.
DMVPN is a VPN architecture that enables dynamic creation of VPN tunnels between spokes without the need for a permanent connection to the hub. What is GLBP, Gateway Load Balancing Protocol?
3, 2, 1, 0.
GLBP is a Cisco proprietary protocol that provides load balancing between routers in addition to redundancy, unlike HSRP or VRRP. What is the default administrative distance for OSPF?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The default administrative distance for OSPF is 110, meaning it is less preferred than EIGRP 90, but more preferred than RIP 120. What is TACACS?
3, 2, 1, 0.
TACACS, Terminal Access Controller Access Control System, is a protocol that provides centralized authentication, authorization, and accounting for network devices. What is a transit network?
3, 2, 1, 0.
A transit network is a network that serves as an intermediary path between two other networks, enabling the flow of traffic between them. What is an IDS, Intrusion Detection System?
3, 2, 1, 0.
An IDS monitors network traffic for suspicious activity and security violations, alerting administrators of potential threats. What is SVI, Switched Virtual Interface?
3,
An SVI is a virtual interface on a switch that allows inter-VLAN routing, enabling devices in different VLANs to communicate. What is a stateful firewall?
3, 2, 1, 0.
A stateful firewall monitors the state of active connections and makes decisions based on the context of the traffic, e.g., established connections, not just static rules. How does IPAM, IP address management, work?
3, 2, 1, 0.
IPAM is a method used to plan, track, and manage IP address assignments in a network, ensuring efficient use of address space. What is an IGP, Interior Gateway Protocol?
3, 2, 1, 0.
IGP is a type of routing protocol used to exchange routing information within an autonomous system. Examples include OSPF, EIGRP, and RIP. What is traffic shaping?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Traffic shaping is a technique used to control the rate of outgoing traffic, ensuring that network resources are used efficiently and to avoid congestion. What is SSL, TLS offloading?
3, 2, 1, 0.
SSL, TLS offloading is a process where the encryption and decryption of SSL, TLS traffic are handled by a separate device, such as a load balancer, to reduce the load on application servers. What is COS, quality of service, in networking?
3, 2, 1, 0.
COS is a mechanism to prioritize network traffic to ensure critical applications get the bandwidth and low latency they need. What is the difference between a soft and a hard BGP reset?
3, 2, 1, 0.
A soft reset allows BGP to re-advertise routes without tearing down the session, while a hard reset tears down the session and re-establishes it. What is the purpose of VLAN trunking?
3, 2, 1, 0.
VLAN trunking allows multiple VLANs to pass over a single physical link between switches, using tagging protocols like 802.1q. What is the primary difference between STP and RSTP?
3, 2, 1, 0.
RSTP, Rapid Spanning Tree Protocol, provides faster convergence than STP by reducing the time for topology changes. How does DHCP relay work?
3, 2, 1, 0.
DHCP relay forwards DHCP requests from clients in one subnet to a DHCP server in a different subnet, allowing central DHCP management. What is IGMP snooping?
3, 2, 1, 0.
IGMP snooping is a switch feature that listens to IGMP traffic to efficiently forward multicast packets only to interested hosts. What is a BGP next hop?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The BGP next hop is the IP address used to reach a destination prefix. It is often modified using route maps to influence routing decisions. What is ECMP? Equal cost multipath.
3, 2, 1, 0.
ECMP is a routing strategy that allows multiple paths with equal cost to be used for load balancing traffic across a network. What is an anycast address?
3, 2, 1, 0.
An anycast address is assigned to multiple devices, and traffic is routed to the nearest or best device based on network topology. What is link state routing?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Link state routing protocols, like OSPF, maintain a complete map of the network, using algorithms to determine the shortest path to each destination. What is a dual-homed network?
3, 2, 1, 0.
A dual-homed network has two connections to different ISPs or routers, providing redundancy in case one link fails. What is the purpose of the OSPF hello timer?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The hello timer in OSPF controls how frequently a router sends hello packets to establish and maintain neighbor relationships. What is the difference between symmetric and asymmetric encryption?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Symmetric encryption uses the same key for both encryption and decryption, while asymmetric encryption uses a public and private key pair. What is BFD? Bidirectional forwarding detection.
3, 2, 1, 0.
BFD is a protocol that provides fast failure detection for routing protocols by monitoring the health of links. What is a virtual firewall?
3, 2, 1, 0.
A virtual firewall is a software-based firewall running on a hypervisor, protecting virtual machines in cloud or virtualized environments. What is an MTU mismatch?
3, 2, 1, 0.
An MTU mismatch occurs when two devices have different maximum transmission unit (MTU) settings, which can lead to packet loss or fragmentation. How does network slicing work in SDN?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Network slicing in SDN allows multiple virtual networks to run on shared physical infrastructure, with each slice having independent control and resources. What is route poisoning?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Route poisoning is a technique used to prevent routing loops by setting the hop count of a failed route to infinity, marking it as unreachable. What is a black hole route?
3, 2, 1, 0.
A black hole route discards incoming traffic without notifying the sender, often used in DOS mitigation or traffic filtering. What is the function of a network tap, test access point?
3, 2, 1, 0.
A TAP allows network traffic to be copied for monitoring purposes without disrupting the network. Commonly used in security and troubleshooting. What is an 802.1x protocol?
3, 2, 1, 0.
802.1x is a port-based network access control protocol that authenticates devices before allowing them to access the network. What is a private VLAN? PVLAN.
3, 2, 1, 0.
PVLANs are used to segment devices within a VLAN, allowing for more granular control of traffic between devices on the same VLAN. What is the purpose of the OSPF dead timer?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The OSPF dead timer defines the amount of time a router will wait without receiving hello packets before declaring a neighbor down. What is packet fragmentation?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Fragmentation occurs when a packet is too large for the MTU of a network segment and must be split into smaller packets for transmission. What is PPPoE? Point-to-point protocol over Ethernet.
3, 2, 1, 0.
PPPoE is a protocol that encapsulates PPP frames within Ethernet frames, commonly used for DSL Internet connections. What is meant by packet switching?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Packet switching refers to the process of routing packets or data through a network based on the destination address, rather than establishing a dedicated connection. How does ARP spoofing work?
3, 2, 1, 0.
ARP spoofing is a type of attack where an attacker sends fake ARP messages to associate their MAC address with the IP address of another device, often for man-in-the-middle attacks. What is IPsec tunnel mode?
3, 2, 1, 0.
In tunnel mode, IPsec encrypts the entire IP packet and encapsulates it into a new packet for secure transmission over a public network. What is packet queuing in COS?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Packet queuing is a method used in COS to prioritize and organize packets into queues for processing, ensuring that critical traffic gets higher priority. What is the purpose of a routing protocol's administrative distance?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Administrative distance is a measure of the trustworthiness of a routing protocol, used to determine which route to install in the routing table when multiple protocols provide routes. What is a broadcast storm?
3, 2, 1, 0.
A broadcast storm occurs when there is an overwhelming amount of broadcast traffic on the network, often caused by a network loop, leading to network congestion or failure. What is VXLAN, Virtual Extensible LAN?
3, 2, 1, 0.
VXLAN is a Layer 2 overlay technology that allows the extension of VLANs across a Layer 3 network, providing larger-scale segmentation for data centers. What is the difference between TCP and UDP?
3, 2, 1, 0.
TCP, Transmission Control Protocol, is connection-oriented and ensures reliable delivery, while UDP, User Datagram Protocol, is connectionless and provides faster but less reliable transmission. What is a rogue DHCP server?
3, 2, 1, 0.
A rogue DHCP server is an unauthorized server that hands out IP addresses, potentially leading to network disruption or malicious activities. What is the function of a root reflector in BGP?
3, 2, 1, 0.
A root reflector reduces the number of IBGP peer connections by allowing a central router to reflect routes to other BGP routers, avoiding a full mesh of IBGP peers. What is a BGP community attribute?
3, 2, 1, 0.
BGP communities are optional attributes used to group routes with common properties, enabling route policies to be applied to multiple routes easily. What is Ethernet over MPLS, EOMPLS?
3, 2, 1, 0.
EOMPLS encapsulates Ethernet frames over an MPLS network, allowing Layer 2 Ethernet services to be provided across an MPLS backbone. What is network jitter?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Jitter refers to the variation in packet arrival times, which can cause problems in real-time applications like voice or video calls. What is an out-of-band, OOB, management network?
3, 2, 1, 0.
OOB management refers to a separate network used for managing devices, allowing access even if the main network is down. What is port security on a switch?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Port security is a feature that restricts the number of MAC addresses allowed on a switch port to prevent unauthorized devices from connecting. What is flow-based load balancing?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Flow-based load balancing distributes traffic based on session flows rather than individual packets, maintaining session integrity across different paths.